Hey guys, my name's Amanda, and if you're new around here, I am a flight attendant for Emirates Airlines and I live here in Dubai. This is my apartment here in Dubai Creek Harbour. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, and I'm going to run you through my Emirates packing routine for my checked suitcase and my cabin bag, and what just stays in my bags in general, and what I take on my layovers and what changes. So if you guys didn't know, you get given 2 suitcases as Emirates cabin crew. One is the checked bag and one is a cabin bag. We also have our handbag, which I'll show you guys a little bit later what I carry in that. We actually have a weight limit just like anyone else flying as well, and that is around 30 kilos, and that's just the standard amount for anyone flying in economy on Emirates. We don't really get it enforced as Emirates cabin crew. There is one time that I had an issue with it. I was actually outstation, which is what we call we're on a layover. I don't know if you guys have been to South Africa, and in Johannesburg, I had an amazing time shopping there. Seeing as we live in Dubai, groceries can be really, really expensive. Everything's imported. So when we're out stations, so on layovers at different countries, we often do a lot of our shopping there. And Johannesburg is one of the places that there's not much else to do where the hotel is but to go to the supermarket. So I went a little crazy one time, and I think my bag weighed about 36 kilos, which is crazy. I think they were okay with 32, but I had to like ditch 4 kilos. So I obviously didn't want to get rid of stuff and throw it in the bin. So I asked the other crew if they were happy to put a few yogurt containers in their bag. Like, they're sealed and they're fully from the supermarket. So I was like, it's totally fine, and it's up to them as well. But they were really lovely. So I was there at the check-in, opening my bag, all in my uniform, and I was just handing out all the yogurt to my fellow crew. But it was really funny, and I will always remember that. I even have a weight scale I'll show you guys later that I do carry, even though I don't use it very often, because it is hard to actually get 30 kilos in these bags just with the size. But yeah, I thought I would show you guys what I have in here, what I normally keep in there as well, because there are items I don't take out of my bags, especially my cabin bag. There's stuff that we're checked for every flight. So there's no point taking it out just to put it back in for the next flight. With my checked suitcases, it is a little bit different. I obviously go to different layover destinations, different temperatures, different locations, different outfits. So things change a lot. So there's not much in here. There's just a few things I keep in here. And then I often put my cabin bag inside this one when I'm storing it, because at the moment I have so many bags in my house. It's like I don't have that much space, especially with Zach here as well. But anyway, I thought I'd jump in and show you guys what I pack. Don't mind me on my floor, because obviously we don't have a lot of room in a 1-bedroom apartment. So I actually do often pack my bag out in here in the kitchen. Let's be honest, it's too hard in the bedroom. I literally just don't have space to put my cabin bag and my checked suitcase on the ground. But anyway, this is my cabin bag. Now, most of the stuff in here does stay. I usually just keep it all the same, and then I add my food, my water bottle, and then any electronic equipment that I can't take in the checked suitcase, like your laptop, iPad, all that sort of stuff. So this is my work pajamas. These are the ones we have to have in the CRC. I've got my cardigan in here. You can only wear your cardigan on board, really. So I literally just leave that in here with my pajamas. And the CRC we only use on long haul flights, really, but we're supposed to take it with us, even on turnarounds longer than 4 hours. There are some supervisors and there are some pursers that will check this in the briefing room. So I just leave it in here, and then I don't have to worry about it at all. Here I have my cabin shoes. So if you guys don't know, we have to change our shoes when we get on board. These are more of a flat shoe like this. Rather than our high heel. I also keep my polish in here so I never have any issues, just in case, because these do get worn out. These ones are brand new, which is really, really nice. But sometimes in the briefing room, they'll ask you to polish them up. So if you don't have it, it looks a little bit bad. I keep these separately because obviously I don't want to be putting my dirty shoes I'm wearing in my cabin bag and other stuff. So I always have a bag for them. The other thing I keep in here is my oven gloves, because we need this when we're a galley operator on board, which we don't really know sometimes where we're going to be positioned until the day, especially on turnarounds. They don't give positions like before the flight, but on layovers, we often get an email with all the positions and what we're doing for the trip. If you don't have them, you can get in trouble a little bit. So, and they do check for them sometimes. So this is the stuff that always stays in my bag. Or also one more thing, my Polaroid camera. So if you guys know, I have a Polaroid photo album. My idea was to have photos for every layover I go to for the first time, at the hotels for the first time, when Zach comes on layovers. But I also have Polaroid photos that are doubled up and just good crew, and we're all like, let's take photos, blah, 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 stuff like that. So I just keep this in here all the time, so I can always take a photo whenever I need. I have also got spare film in here as well, just in case. And this is the bag scales I was telling you about. The one thing about this is why I don't use it that much is with my checked suitcase, you have to like lift it by the scale thing. And 30 kilos lifting like this, it like feels like I'm gonna break my back. So I have never really used them, but I have them in here just in case I have any issues. I really need to weigh something. It's like, at least I have them, and they're quite small, so it's not a big deal. I also keep my little light. This is for when I'm filming stuff. It's a little bit dirty. It's got some lipstick on it. But this is when I'm filming stuff on layovers. It's just literally, I'll show you. It's pretty powerful. This is on 1%. And then, oh wait, yeah, I can go all the way up to 100, which is great. It's very, very bright. I love it. It's not like I'm carrying a ring light around with me, but if I just need to light anything up, especially in the hotel rooms, man, they're so dark sometimes. So yeah, I carry this with me all the time. And I also have my power bank in here. So this is why I keep those two things in my cabin bag, because again, we're not allowed to have these batteries in our check suitcase. So I keep them separately in here. And I also have a little Vietnamese style coffee, I think, that I got from one of the ladies on board. Philippines. So yeah, it's like a little bag thing and you drip the coffee through it. So it's a coffee drip one kind of thing. So I keep that in there just in case I want something different in the hotel room rather than the hotel coffee, if you know what I mean. I'm going to show you what else I normally pack, and this is quite full at the moment, but you'll see I am very good at squeezing this in. This is another thing why I really like this suitcase. There's two styles at the moment that I know of you can get as Emirates cabin crew. So this one here is the Samsonite soft suitcase, and the other one is a hard case like this, but for your cabin bag, and it's quite small. And I find having my electronics in here and all my stuff piled in with my food and everything, my water bottle, I can actually really like kind of flex this a little bit, and it's not a big deal, but I would struggle if I had the hard suitcase. So I'm really glad I have this one. The other thing that I keep in here as well, I don't know if you guys know much about it, but this is my Emirates duty-free pouch. Pretty much it's just like a till. So we have like 500 dirhams in here that we keep for when we need to do duty free, which I do quite a lot. So that is in this bag all the time. It doesn't get taken out. I also keep my card in there if I need to get cash out for anything. But yeah, this stays somewhere in my bag, whether it's in the front pocket or inside, often inside so I can lock it up on the flight as well, because I don't want it in my front pocket while I'm flying and not being able to watch my bag all the time. So yeah, and this little remove for flight tag I got from a passenger on board. It was so nice. They worked for Kaleidos, which I thought was super cool. So I just keep that on there, yeah. For my turnarounds, I'll only put food and a water bottle in here. Pretty much that's it, because I'm going to go there and come back. But on the layover, I'm taking my laptop, all my work stuff with me so that I can do things on the layover and get stuff done. And yeah, just have everything that I need. So I'm pretty sure this is more than 7 kilos. It is actually really, really heavy because I have all my electronics in there and everything. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. As you know, everyone flying these days does not have only 7 kilos for their carry-on. So we never get our carry-on weight as Emirates cabin crew. So I don't really feel that bad. So let's jump into my checked suitcase, this one here. So this one is a Samsonite as well, which is pretty good quality. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have any dividers, if you guys can see this. So don't mind these two bags. This is stuff I always keep in here, and I'll show you in a minute what it is. But it has like these straps, which one broke for me. I probably could get it fixed, but I just haven't had the time to take it into the workshop, because with these bags, which I think is really, really crazy, I didn't tell you guys this before, but so these suitcases, we can only replace this check one if it's damaged beyond repair, which I think is actually really crazy, because these guys get so much wear and tear. And I honestly think they need to be replaced if there is some issues and they're just worn out, especially the wheels, the handles. But hey, we have a workshop in the Emirates headquarters where we actually get these repaired, and hopefully it fixes any problems we have, and then they, last longer, so it's better for the company. But anyway, so we try and keep these pretty good because, they have to last us. The cabin suitcase that I showed you before, we actually can get that replaced once every 4 years, which is still quite a long time. But again, you can take it into the bag workshop that we have in Emirates HQ and get it fixed up. So it does help that they do provide that. That's very, very good. So in here, we have no dividers really. We have this little thing, little pouch here. I honestly just usually keep my air tag in here, some strep tools, band-aids, literally Panadol, not much in there really, just some little items. But this will lead on to what I have in this and this. So these will always stay in my checked suitcase. I try and keep them in there so I don't forget. I literally have in here is all my electronics. So I have a power board. I got this back in Oz actually. I think I got it from Amazon or something. But it's just like a power board that has like 3 different heads on it, or 4. Yeah, for the different locations, these ones here. And it has my Aussie adapter and some USB ports, because most of my stuff is Aussie. And then I also have a worldwide like multi-adapter one here that I take with me. And then this one here, the white ones, are all my Apple laptop charger. And the good thing about my laptop charger is it is USB-C, so my phone charger, everything else I need on that as well. So I have one connection with that. I have my power board for any Aussie stuff, and then I also have this somewhere else if I need to charge like another item. In the hotel, I often spread all my electronics around to charge them all. So that always stays in my bag. It's a little bit, how you going? Because I have to try and fit that in. All right, so that stays in there all the time. In here is like my little medical pouch. If you're stuck and you're sick, like outstation, you literally do not want to go out and get medicine and things like that. So I always make sure I have this stuff in my bag. Honestly, it's just like, I should probably put the Panadol in here too, but it's just ibuprofen, some cold and flu tablets. I also picked up some stuff from some layovers. I've got some insect repellent and some insect repellent aloe vera gel. And also this is called Armor Force. I used to live by it at Virgin. I haven't used it in a very long time. I've been really lucky this last year and a half. I haven't managed to get sick. I think I'm like the only one in the whole company. But I keep my vitamins up pretty strong, as you would know. So I'm hopeful that that is what's keeping my body going so strong. I've also got some antihistamines, I think, for Nergan. I brought that from home back in Oz. I've got some eye stuff just in case my eyes were dried out. Vaseline inhaler, again, some more Panadol, Strepsils, just stuff like that, and you know, some feminine hygiene stuff. So it just always stays in my bag, so I'm never caught out, especially on layovers if I was to get sick. So I think I'll jump in and show you what I normally pack. I have some dividers that I use for my clothes just to try and keep them a little bit more compressed. Any jackets I usually put in the side here and just hold down like on with this thing here. And then so I normally have my clothes divided. I have my toiletries. I also have my little camera bag, which I'll show you in a second because it's been the best thing that I've bought. So I'm going to show you how I pack all my electronics, like my camera and stuff, the stuff that is okay to be in my check suitcase, how I pack it to make sure it stays safe. So this is my camera bag. I got it from when I was in Oz. It's a really, really cute brand. It's called Violet May. Holds everything and protects it all. So I am super stoked that I have this bag. Basically, I keep all my little items in here, just like some cables and stuff. Actually, I need to put these cables in there. So this is my chargers for my phone, my AirPods, things like that. I just pop them in there so they just stay safe. I also take in here, this is my camera. At the moment, I've got this in here. This is an R10. I don't use it very often, but sometimes when I do, I really love it. And I've got the 50mm lens on here, which is Zach's favorite lens. I've also got my charger for it. I've got some other chargers. These are the Aussie ones I was telling you about, USB and USB-C. And I keep them in there as well. So I keep that all done up like that. I've got my laptop charger here as well, so I put that away. This is my mics bag, which I'm currently using at the moment, so it's not got anything in it, but it normally is in there with it. And now these are my SSDs, which are very, very precious to me. Basically, it's got all my content on there, all the stuff that I make, all the videos, all photos, everything. And I try to keep these in this bag so I know where they are and they don't get thrown around in my bag, and like nice and protected in there. And then these are the cables for them, which I can probably put in here. So I've got some SD cards and micro SD cards in here as well, and a little iPhone thing to be able to get the SIM card out if I need to, and a little adapter. One of the other things I always put in here is my tripod. Now, I have a big tripod, obviously for cameras, which I never take with me anymore because this is the best thing I've bought. It's still a bit chunky, don't get me wrong. I had one that was smaller, but it actually snapped, like the bottom stand thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna invest in a good one. So this one has a little timer that I take photos when I'm putting my tripod up and then walking away from my phone. And it's pretty sturdy. So this is the bottom of it. And I really like it. So it's very, very strong. And this one has like a little weight balance as well. So this is where the phone goes. And yeah, I don't know. I really like it. I take it with me every now. And it fits in this bag just. I'll show you how. Probably is stretching the limit a little bit, but I pretty much just pop it in like that. I know it looks a bit funky, but when you zip it up, it pretty much looks all good. I find that it's not really a big deal. Yeah, like this. Got a little cable there. I can put little things in the front, like my AirPods when I'm traveling, my wallet, whatever I need. Obviously, I'm careful because it is a front pocket, and if I've got it on my back, then who knows, people can get in there. But yeah, and then I usually put my little cards in the side, just like my hotel keys. I usually won't put cash in there, but it's also got this little pocket at the back, which I should have a postcard or something in here. So whenever I get something from wherever I am, yes, I just put my postcards in here and keep them safe. I can actually pull that out to give to my mom now, because that's what they are for. And that just keeps them safe, and it's on my back and it's nice and flat when I'm on a layover. So yeah, I usually pack that in my bag just like that, and it's pretty good fit, and then I can fit my other stuff around it, no worries. So guys, I hope you like my video on what I pack in my Emirates suitcases, and just get a little insight into what it's like being Emirates cabin crew, why we pack the things we do, stuff like that. But if you have any more questions about being Emirates cabin crew, anything at all, just pop them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them in another video, or even in a Q&A session. I also said that I'd show you what's in my handbag, but I realized I want to run you through exactly what is in there, why, some of the license stuff, and just little compartments and things in my handbag, because I love it. I think it's super cute. So stay tuned, because I'll have that video out very, very soon on what I keep in my Emirates handbag. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you again soon.